Welcome back to our channel, Just Immigration News. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about 6 myths about undocumented immigrants in the US. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. Immigration continues to dominate national discussions in the United States, yet few topics generate as much confusion as the issue of undocumented immigrants. These misunderstandings shape public views and affect policymaking, often overshadowing the real experiences and contributions of millions living without legal immigration status. By relying on data and research, this article clarifies the facts and challenges the most persistent myths. Who counts as an undocumented immigrant? An undocumented immigrant is anyone living in the U.S. without valid legal authorization. This situation arises in several ways: entering the country without inspection, overstaying a visa, or violating the conditions attached to lawful entry. While older terms such as illegal alien still appear in some discussions, they are now widely seen as inaccurate and dehumanizing. Undocumented immigrants span every nationality, race, religion, and demographic group, making them an extremely diverse population with varied reasons for being in the U.S. Myth 1. They avoid legal immigration on purpose. The truth: most people who lack legal status do so because the legal immigration system is extremely difficult to access. The U.S. immigration structure favors those with family connections or employer sponsorship. For everyone else, lawful pathways are often non-existent. Even when they do exist, they can take years or decades and cost thousands of dollars in fees and documentation. People fleeing violence, persecution, or economic desperation often have no practical way to wait abroad for a visa that may never become available. For them, entering the U.S. without authorization is not a matter of jumping the line, but a last resort to secure safety or survival. Myth 2. Undocumented immigrants are criminals. The truth: being undocumented does not automatically make someone a criminal. Overstaying a visa is a civil violation that leads to removal proceedings but does not result in criminal penalties. DACA recipients, although still technically undocumented, are legally permitted to remain in the U.S. Entering without inspection can be a federal crime, but asylum seekers are legally allowed to request protection regardless of how they crossed. Research consistently contradicts the idea that undocumented immigrants commit more crimes. Immigrants, documented and undocumented, are less likely to commit crimes than U.S.-born citizens. From 1980 to 2022, even as the immigrant share of the population more than doubled, crime rates nationwide dropped by over 60%. State-level studies show no correlation between immigrant populations and higher crime rates, directly dispelling the myth that immigration fuels criminal activity. Myth 3. They don't pay taxes. The truth: undocumented immigrants contribute billions in taxes every year. They pay sales taxes on everyday goods, property taxes when they rent or own homes, and income taxes through automatic payroll withholding or by filing returns using individual taxpayer identification numbers. According to recent analysis, undocumented immigrants paid $96.7 billion in federal, state, and local taxes in 2022. These contributions support public services, infrastructure, and key social programs nationwide. Myth 4. They drain public programs. The truth: federal law sharply limits undocumented immigrants' access to benefits. They cannot receive Medicaid, SNAP, Social Security, or most other federally funded assistance programs. Their access is restricted to K-12 public schooling, emergency medical treatment, basic care through federally qualified health centers, emergency shelter services, and the WIC program for certain women and children. Studies consistently show that immigrants pay more in taxes over their lifetimes than they cost in services, meaning undocumented individuals contribute far more than they receive. Myth 5. They take jobs from Americans and hurt the economy. The truth: the idea that immigrants take jobs rests on the misconception that the economy has a fixed number of positions. In reality, the U.S. currently faces millions of open jobs and labor shortages in multiple industries. Undocumented immigrants frequently fill essential roles in agriculture, food production, construction, and service sectors, jobs many U.S.-born workers choose not to do. Their labor supports entire economic sectors and strengthens overall economic growth. Myth 6. They refuse to learn English or assimilate. The truth: many undocumented immigrants actively seek English language education and cultural integration. Obstacles like fear of deportation, low wages, and limited access to ESL programs can hinder these efforts. When resources are available, immigrants integrate at high rates. Ultimately, assimilation is a personal choice, and the stereotype that undocumented immigrants reject American culture is unfounded. Why accurate information matters. Myths about undocumented immigrants distort reality and create harmful stereotypes. By replacing misinformation with evidence, the nation can better understand the economic, social, and cultural contributions undocumented immigrants make. Recognizing these facts is essential for shaping fair, informed, and humane immigration policy that benefits the entire country. That is all for today in this video. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.